A lot of financial advisors, I'm sure, they are feeling uncomfortable with the remarks that Dave is talking about. And my point of view is I did some research. I'm running my own numbers for my personal investment. And what Dave is saying, if your returns are more than 7, 8, 10%, I always felt the same way. Like, why can't I withdraw more? Why do I have to get limited to 4% withdrawal rate or 4.5? And I understand, the inflation, you run out of money. If you need the money to last for 40 plus years. But I always had this issue with, if my returns are at 13% or 14%, why can't I just withdraw maybe 7, 8%? And the years that the returns are minus 20%, have other bucket strategies. I ran some numbers with this fire calc, and you can find this in my website at LTM Elite Consulting. I'm going to link it with this video. So down here has the calculators that I'm using. So this particular one, I ran the numbers. I put down here, let's start over here. I put down here 30 years. 30 years. Let's say a portfolio of 300,000, withdrawing 25%. So that comes somewhere around 8% withdrawal rate, give and take. Right? 300,000, 10% is 30, 25 is probably roughly 8.5, 9. I'm not 100% sure exactly, but it's between 8 and 9, no more than that. And based on the calculation, the number comes to, if you look right here, it says 123 cycles. And from 123 cycles, 104 of them failed. So why 104 failed? I was looking at it, it's like, wow, that's a lot of them failed. And then when I look further down to the input that was entered into this calculator, first is calculating that your percentage in stocks, the portfolio here, it says is 75%. The expense ratio is only 0.18. And the investments are broken down to micro cap, small value. As you can see, large S&P 500 40%, large value 40%, treasury 10, bonds 15, and then you have the treasury, 1 month treasury 5%. So that's the reason why, based on this input that was entered on this calculator, that's the reason why. So my question is, why am I going to have 75% in that investment strategy? Why not have 100%? So I decided to play with some numbers, and this is what I came up with. On this other calculator, I put in the 300,000, withdrawal of 25,000, and here I put in the federal income at 12% tax bracket, capital gains, long-term zero, dividends zero as long as the income is below the threshold, and no state tax where we live. So what I did is I put different numbers. I put the large cap growth 60%, stock US stock market 25%, mid cap 10, and small cap 5. So the total of 100. And I ran the numbers, and here is what I got. So pretty much this is kind of like the opposite of what that fire calc had it calculated, and the percentage of the safe returns. Here I have, as you can see, on $300,000 withdrawing the 25,000 per year. On the 75th percentile, after 30 years, as you can see here, you're still left with 177,000. And on the 90th percentile, the blue one, as you can see, after the 13th year, 14th year, you can see is $1 million, 15th year. So the question is, How do you know if you're going to get on the 15th year $1 million, or in the 14th year $1 million, or if you go in the 25th percentile, as you can see it, or on the 10th percentile, you're going to get zero money, and then you are pretty much done. And that's the reason why the financial advisors sometimes they're being more careful, because by the time they put their fees being diversified, they do not want to take a risk with individuals' wealth, because at the end of the day, you make a couple of wrong moves or you withdraw a fixed amount, you can end up running out of money in the next 10, 15 years. So it's kind of like, I agree with Dave to a point, but at the same time, I agree with a lot of financial advisors that kind of like play it safer when it comes to that. But further down, when it comes to pretty much here, if you look over here, right, the 90th percentile, the rate of return is saying at 13.74. On the 17th percentile is 11.63. And it says you have end balance on the 17th percentile. After 30 years, you will have left 54,000. And then the other one, you have left 849,000. Or if you go with the portfolio end balance, the nominal one, you'll have 2.6 million versus the 849. And then on the 75 percentile, as you can see it, you'll have 177 versus the real. So the real pretty much is the rate of return. It's been 7.39, and the rate of return for the 90th percentile has been 9.43. So all I'm saying is, if you can outperform the market somehow and get 4 or 5% increase, you're talking millions of dollars by the time you get to utilize this strategy. Again, no one knows what's going to happen tomorrow. This is just charts, but in the same time, to go fixated that you're going to withdraw 4% or 5% or 6% and plan your life based on that percentage number, it's kind of like crazy, because no one knows what tomorrow will bring. This is all I have, but I thought the video was funny, and very few people talk about withdrawing more than 4%, and they've kind of like hit it right in the head with a nail. So again, check with your financial advisor. This is for educational purpose only. I was playing with some numbers because I'm actually in that situation myself, as after working for over 29 years, I tapped out of 9 to 5 job, and I am actually managing my own investments, doing my own trading and uh, positional trading and some swing trading as well, trying to see if I can get a little bit more than the 10, 7, 8, 10% returns, because knowing that by me reducing any fees and trying to get at least 3 to 5% increase per year can make a huge difference on my longevity of the funds not running out anytime soon. Wish you guys the best. Please subscribe. Have a good day.